So net zero, for people less familiar with the term, is you can still continue to emit, but you buy carbon offsets to offset that emission. So I guess what's wrong with that? Tell us why that's bullshit.
Yeah, because those credits are sold by spivvy little people in suits who never go near nature, who do these calculations like up in the Kimberleys, which is the most beautiful part of Australia. They burn the Kimberleys. They literally fly across the Kimberleys and they drop these incineration bombs across the Kimberleys. You think, what the hell are they doing that for? I grew up here, mate. I know how stupid it is. And they say, the difference calculated from fricking New York or London or Sydney, the difference calculated between a hot burn and a wildfire and the cool burns we're making gives you a mathematical carbon credit. The fact it's turning the Kimberleys into a desert, don't worry about that. What? It gives you this mathematical driven carbon credit. So suckers come along who need it, like, big oil and gas companies or big retail companies. So they buy these credits and they're fake. They're probably doing more damage to the environment than good. And we calculate that at least 85% of carbon credits are fake.
Wow.
And banks love them because they trade in them. Financial institutions love them because they trade in them. They invented the bloody things. But the oil and gas sector love them because it means they can go net zero barrel of oil. That means they're not changing a thing. They're just going to buy these fake credits. So there's two criminals in the room here with net. One is carbon credits, because they're driven by the financial sector and the oil and gas sector. And the second is this thing called carbon sequestration, i.e. capture the carbon and put it down a hole. Now that's literally an old lie waiting for the next idiot, normally a politician, to come along, how old are you, sir? Well, I'm 40 or 50. Ever heard of carbon sequestration? No, it's a great idea. It's a new idea. It's a new idea. You should get after it. We can still burn oil and gas and we can put all the carbon down the hole. What a great idea. And the politician doesn't say, has it failed before? It doesn't ask that question. Has it failed for 50 freaking years? It doesn't ask, what a great idea. Let's put it down the hole. That's a soundbite for radio. It doesn't work. You see Wheatstone in Western Australia, it doesn't work. Norway, one of the biggest oil and gas producers in the world, it doesn't work. You've got Saudi Arabia saying, we're going to make it work. Well, I've heard we're going to make it work now for 50 freaking years. It's like the tobacco industry, mate. They sold the lie that tobacco doesn't cause cancer for 52 years. So we've just got to get through. There's one way to stop oil and gas carbon emissions, and that's stop burning oil and gas. That's it, period. So I'm switching all my focus onto using Fortescue and my profile to push the industrial world where the problem is to go fully green and to just stop all the bullshit around fossil fuel being our reliable friend. That is such rubbish. I mean, there's clever players in there. They're called dictators, fascists, oligarchs who send out bots all over the world, AI-driven bots, to lace up messages saying, you got to stay with oil and gas because, your energy costs are going to go up and your standard of living is going to go down and, oh, my God, save yourself, stick with fossil fuel. It's just rubbish. The cheapest form of energy on earth is renewable. And I'm saying, who put the word net into net zero, right? Who put that confusing little, what the hell does that mean, word into zero? I know who did it, mate. It was the fossil fuel sector jammed it in, right? Otherwise, they weren't going to sign up to anything just because they're cooking the planet.
I will say this about investing. Everything you do learn is cumulative. What I learned at 20 is useful.
Equity.